Hello, this is Christy Jones, healthy living educator, and I want to teach you a little bit about your brain. This will change how you understand our brain. So if you are ready, go ahead and take out one hand. Make a fist with one of your hands. And you notice it kind of looks like a brain. I want to teach you the 3 layers of the brain, and understanding this is going to help you understand your own behavior and the other people in your life. So if you open your hand, imagine your wrist right here is your spine going to the back of your head, okay? Then the lowest part of your hand, your palm right here, is your brainstem. Our brainstem, do you know what it's in charge of? It's actually in charge of all of our automatic functions, our breathing, our heart rate. It's actually in charge of our digestion too. Anything that your body does automatically, your brainstem is in charge of. This is the oldest part of our brain. It's called our critter brain. It's also in charge of something called our fight, flight, freeze response. Have you heard of that before? That is our stress response. Our body, when we're under stress, will go into fight mode and we'll want to yell or maybe get aggressive. It will go into freeze mode where we may shut down, or it will go into flee mode, get me out of here. So when you're under stress, you can go into any of those modes. You might have a primary one that you go into, okay? So that is our brainstem right back here, palm of our hand. Put your finger into the middle of your palm. This is your limbic system. This is where you store your emotions and your memories. Have you ever had an emotion, felt an emotion, and it triggered a memory, and then it triggered the fight, flight, freeze response? Sometimes when we think about an emotion and it makes us upset, we may go into fight mode, freeze mode, or flee mode. Does that make sense so far? These 2 parts of our brains love having parties together. They work together a lot. Now, if you curl your finger over, your front 2 fingernails, right here is your forehead. This is your prefrontal cortex. This is our rational brain, our decision-making brain. So have you ever been in flow where you feel like everything's just going well and you feel like you're getting things done? You're integrating all 3 layers of the brain. You're using your whole brain. And so that's one of the reasons I recommend the mindful breathing and tapping, is because it's helping to get more blood flow to our prefrontal cortex. You're still developing your brain. Our prefrontal cortex is not fully developed until you're 25 years old. So the more you put in mindfulness techniques to help relax your body and get more blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, you're gonna help build a healthy brain. Now, this is what happens sometimes. Have you ever been upset by something and you flip your lid? When we flip our lid, guess what happens? We are no longer using our rational brain, our decision-making brain. We are now just using our emotions, our memories, and our fight, flight, freeze response. Okay? So you want to think about what makes you flip your lid, right? Can it be too much schoolwork? Can it be having a problem with a friend? And all of a sudden, you're like this and you can flip your lid really easily, okay? Now, it's important to know, start paying attention to what makes you flip your lid, and then you can actually start paying attention to your own behavior, and you can start putting things in that help your body relax. Do breathing exercises help you relax? Does listening to music, getting outside in nature, listening to a calm app, what are those things that help you relax? And what happens then, the more you relax, you're getting more blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, and you're bringing your brain back together. One of the recommendations I have is that if you put one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen, breathe in through your nose, all the way down to your abdomen, and then breathe out. When you breathe deeply down to your abdomen, you're helping to get more blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, and it will help your brain relax, and the prefrontal cortex will relax. It's gonna go back together, okay? Now, once you understand this, have you ever had a time where maybe a friend flipped their lid and then you flipped your lid? When that happens, there is no communication happening. Nobody's using a rational brain. So the best thing we can do when somebody around us flips their lid is make sure that we're breathing, we're doing some type of mindfulness practice so that we don't flip our lid too. Sometimes this happens with our parents as well. You might notice your parents flip your lid, you flip your lid, or you flip your lid and the parent flips their lid. So now that you understand this handy brain, you can share this with the people that you care about, and the more you understand each other's triggers, what makes you flip your lid, and the more you start practicing your relaxers, you can become the master of your brain. I hope you find this helpful. If you want more information, you can actually look up Dr. Daniel Siegel. He has more information on the hand model of the brain. And once again, use this tool to start being able to understand your own behavior. And when we understand our own behavior, we can start putting in tools so we can be more mindful and put things in place that help us keep our brain integrated. This is called brain integration, more relaxed. The more you put relaxation exercises in throughout the day, you're gonna feel more calm and balanced. Have a great day. Hope this was helpful.